Formula One. It's the pinnacle of motorsport. Fast cars, engineering marvels, and deep pockets. It's a high-speed drama, but not without its share of controversies and scandals. The latest one is plaguing Red Bull. At the center of this scandal is Red Bull team principal Christian Horner. In February, the team launched an investigation into him. The charge was potential misconduct. Details were not shared, but just days ahead of the first race of 2024, Horner was cleared. Red Bull gave him a clean chit. The saga should have ended there, but it did not. A day after, a secret Google Drive folder was emailed. It was sent to the entire grid: drivers, team principals, and journalists. It contained a trove of messages that Horner had allegedly sent to a female employee. Horner was accused of inappropriate behavior. No response from Red Bull. The female employee who was involved, though, was suspended. 2 races have already happened this year, yet this saga isn't ending. Does that mean controversy is new to F1? Not really. The sport has seen its fair share. Cheating scandals, race interferences, there's been Crashgate, Watergate, but the biggest would be Spygate. It took place in 2007. Nigel Stepney was the chief mechanic at Ferrari. It was just after the Schumacher dream era. Stepney considered himself crucial to the team. He had been promised a promotion. He waited for it. That year, he did get promoted, but the role did not match his ambitions. So, Stepney hatched a plan. He was going to leak Ferrari's secrets. Stepney took out 780 pages of confidential information from the Ferrari garage. It included the blueprint of Ferrari's new car. He gave them to a friend. But the friend was the chief engineer of McLaren, a rival F1 team, a man named Mike Coughlin. All was going well. The two would have gotten away with the leak, except Coughlin's wife was charged with photoshopping the documents. She went to a local shop. The man there was a Ferrari fan. He got suspicious. He emailed Ferrari. The whole thing then unraveled, and McLaren was fined. Spygate was over, but it only gave way to another scandal: Crashgate. It was the 2008 Singapore Grand Prix. On the 14th lap, Renault driver Nelson Piquet Jr. crashed into the wall. Crashes are not abnormal in F1, but this one had a sinister purpose. The delay allowed his fellow driver Fernando Alonso to take the lead in the race. Piquet Jr. first claimed the crash was a mistake, but when he was dropped from the team, he said the team bosses made him do it. F1 has seen other deliberate crashes as well. Michael Schumacher had been accused of many in 1994, 1997, and 2006. If he wasn't winning, Schumacher had been accused of crashing into his rivals. He wasn't the only one, though. Crashes have defined top rivalries in F1. Schumacher versus Hill, Prost versus Senna, Rosberg versus Hamilton. It's how iconic rivalries have played out. But when drivers weren't going fast on the track, they were playing fast and loose with rules off it. The drivers of today may be the pinnacle of fitness, but drivers of the past did not seem to care about it. They were called the undisputed bad boys of the sporting world. Smoking, drinking, partying, they did it all before turning up for a race. James Hunt was called a playboy. He was mostly under the influence. Then there's Michael Schumacher. He once let his hair down after the 5th title. Reports suggest Schumacher stole a forklift truck. That's not all. He even threw a fridge through a window. There's also Kimi Räikkönen. He once entered a speedboat race dressed as a gorilla. Of course, Formula One has changed a lot since then. Drivers are more disciplined. Teams are respectful. There are less deliberate crashes, less so-called gates. But in a sport that is as cutthroat and intense as Formula One, a scandal is never too far away. And this Red Bull saga shows just that.